Hey, what's up, everybody? Anthony Morrison here, and welcome to tonight's Success Connection. For those of you that are already freaking out, no, my daughter has not been born yet. So I am still here with you guys live. I'll get my camera on here in just a second. Getting a few things set up and situated. So super excited that she has waited a little bit longer to come into this world, and it has not caused me to miss my Success Connection tonight. So do me a favor, if you could, just go here to the Facebook group. There's the link, go.bsc.com/group. Go to the Facebook group and let everybody know you are live on the Success Connection. We are going to be starting a new business tonight together, which is going to be a lot of fun. And of course, this is my final Success Connection before officially becoming a dad. So please tell everybody to join me. Tell everybody to get on here. Go to the Facebook group. Say, I'm on the Success Connection. We're live. Get on. Don't miss out. We're building a business. Get everybody jazzed and excited. Make sure they know where to go and how to get here. And let's just make tonight an epic event for all of us as we kind of go into what will be a new phase of my life. Now, if you are not already following me on YouTube, you should do this right now. We are just a few subscribers away from 100,000, which is awesome. And we are going to be releasing a YouTube club. All right. So let me get my camera on. Hold on. It's being weird. I don't know why it's doing this. Can everybody see me now? Yep. Okay. Good. All right. Let's move this up here like this. So YouTube, we are releasing our YouTube giveaway club, which is happening maybe next week. We'll see how things go once Miss Emerald is born. But yeah, so we're going to be releasing that. If you are a subscriber of mine already and you're watching my videos on YouTube, then you will learn about it. That's how you will learn that it exists. So highly suggest that you go there, check that out, and then of course, make sure you are a member of our Facebook group. All right. I'll quickly tell you, if you are a new student, this is your first time here, thank you so much for being here. I always like to say you picked a great time to join us for the first time. But the reality is that every time is a great time, and there's no time like now, right? We've been doing the Success Connection now for 8 years, and man, we've seen a lot of good things happen here. This is not a training that is continual from the ambassador program or partner with Anthony or the YouTube masterclass or anything like that. Okay, this is a training program that we put together to build with you, to help build businesses with you and for you. It's truly a done with you and done for you experience, and you can plug what we build here and what we do here into Partner with Anthony, YouTube, Ambassador, all of these things, right? So like all of these courses that we currently, that you might currently have access to can benefit from, okay, what we're doing here, right, tonight. I just want you to realize this is not like a continuation of your Partner with Anthony training or your Ambassador training or anything like that, okay? We've had some great moments here on the Success Connection. You know, you guys have been here through some of the worst times in my life and some of the best times in my life, and it's been a great experience for me. Hopefully, been a great experience for all of you. Hopefully, something that you guys, you know, you look at and you say, wow, you know, this has been such a value add to my life. Because that's obviously why I do it. That's my goal each and every week when I come prepared. Tonight I have something prepared to share with you, that we're going to start a new business together and we're going to build this business out, and it's going to be amazing. And I think it's going to help a lot of people. You know, obviously in a crazy transition point in my life, next Tuesday, March 1st, assuming that nothing changes between then and now, my daughter will be born, which feels weird even saying that. I even got chills saying it, because it's just we're so close, you know. And it's just like anything else in life. If you visualize it and you can visually, if you can see it, then you can believe it, right? If you believe it, then you can act on it. And that's part of, you know, I think that's it's part of human nature, you know, and it's also part of the reason why it's difficult for some people with their internet businesses, right? Because if you've never done it and you've never seen it and you've never seen any type of success from it, it's hard to believe it. It's hard to visualize it. It's hard to buy into it. Nothing more apparent than my wife being pregnant. The first 6 months of her being pregnant, I think, I just kind of ran around acting like, yeah, my wife's pregnant. You know, it wasn't really that big of a deal, to be honest with you. I mean, I wasn't reminded of every day. But then her stomach started getting bigger, and I was like, oh, she really is pregnant. And then she got to the 3rd trimester where she was like right now, she's just barely hanging on, you know. I mean, she's ready for this baby to come. And it's just an everyday reminder of what's about to change in life, and it's gotten much more real for me, right? Much more real. And as we're inside of a week, now we're down to just a few days. It's a really exciting experience for me, and you guys will get to you know, be the first people that will see Emerald. So next Thursday, I will bring her on the Success Connection. For those of you that have been with me for many years here, you know that when I got my first dog, when I got Chloe, I brought her on the Success Connection. When I got Sophie, I brought her on the Success Connection. And so when Miss Emerald makes her appearance, you will all get to meet her next week here on the Success Connection. But you know, there's just been so many awesome moments in my life that I've shared with you guys, and obviously, you know, some sad moments, the passing of my dad, my cousin, and you know, and things like that. But ultimately, you know, we connect with each other each week so that we can inspire one another to keep moving forward, right? To keep pushing, to keep doing what is necessary to be successful. Success doesn't just fall in your lap, and it's not going to just materialize out of thin air. You have to work at it, right? And that work is sometimes difficult. It's a grind. It's not, you know, it's not simple. You see these Olympic skaters and such, right? And they're like in tears when they're finished with a routine, and it's because they've worked so hard to get to that one moment, for that one moment, right? And so and I think entrepreneurship is the same way. People only see the glamour of it, right? The graceful skating routine that these people do, or the money and the cars and the whatever, you know, the lifestyle, whatever you want to call it, of an entrepreneur. But there's so much that goes on behind the scenes. So much work, so much effort, so much time, so much energy, so much, you know, pushing yourself to learn, to go to new levels, to open your mind to new things, to break through barriers that maybe are holding you back, right? Maybe you're holding yourself back. And as an entrepreneur, you got to be able to recognize that. You got to be able to see, like, wait a minute, hold up. It's on me right now. I can't blame Anthony. I can't blame the rest of the Success Connection group. I got to blame me, because I'm holding me back, because my mind's not right, you know. And there's so much that goes into being a successful entrepreneur. I was just filming a podcast this morning that'll release probably next week, and it's all about, you know, what truly makes you a successful entrepreneur, and why you should hang around people that are not just more successful than you, but also less successful than you. And this is a concept that that I think very few people really pay attention to. You see, when you hang around people who are just light years ahead of you, right, on the success chart, if you will, right, They're just way up here. Let's call these billionaires, right? They operate in a different way, which means a lot of the little nitty-gritty things that you need to learn when you're down here, you can't learn from them because they've learned it, done it, and now they skip it, right? They've built a system, they've got a team, they've got something happening, okay, that makes it a whole lot easier for them to accomplish things so they can scale. So if you're down here and you're always trying to learn from people up here, which is what everybody tries to do, they want to, what can Elon Musk teach you? Let me tell you what Elon Musk can teach you. Nothing. Nothing that's going to help you be successful. He's too far ahead, right? You don't need to learn from people at the very top when you're getting started. Now, a lot of times people say, well, I want to learn from the millionaires. There's nothing wrong with that. You can learn from the millionaires, right? You can learn from people in this stratosphere right here because they're not so far ahead that they've forgotten everything about getting started, right? But here's what people discount, and that is that you don't always need to learn from the millionaires. Sometimes you need to learn from the people making $5,000 a month. And let me tell you why you want to learn from the people making $5,000 a month, not just from somebody like me in a whole different level, right? Because that person making that $5,000 is putting in work. They're hungry. They're learning new stuff every day. They're testing new things every day. They're implementing new stuff, new strategies, new this, new that. They're on the cutting edge of everything that's deep down in what we call the weeds, right? Of making a business successful. Once you reach this momentum level, this shift where momentum takes over, you can get out of the weeds a little bit and start to focus on a larger scale, like optimizing of your business, right? Send more emails, edit my funnel a little bit, change my video, right? Raise my prices. I'm trying to optimize my business to do more Facebook ads, add in some YouTube ads, right? That type of stuff, right? You're not down in the weeds anymore. You're kind of up here. Here's the thing. A lot of money is made in the weeds. So you need everybody. You need people like me, and you need people like that are making $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, because they are in the weeds. And they're going to be able to tell you things that I don't really even know because I'm so far ahead, right? And then once you, like I said, you get up to Elon Musk level, he couldn't tell me anything. He's so far ahead of me, I don't even know what to think, right? So point is, I created the Success Connection to give you an opportunity to connect with people at all levels, not just the millionaires, not just the people doing 6 figures, not just the people doing 10,000, but also the people doing 3,000, 2,000, or their first 300 a month, right? How many of you are with me on that? Yes? That is the reason why I created the Success Connection, because I believe to be successful, we have to learn from all people who are successful at all levels. There are things I learn from people making $10,000 a month right now that I can put into my business and probably make $100,000 a month with it, because my business is at a bigger scale. So when I fix that little thing, or when I optimize that little thing that's down in those weeds, for them, it's making an extra $100 a month. But for me, it might make an extra $15,000 a month because my business is so much bigger, right? So I'm always learning from people who are beginners, right, at what they're doing, and you should be too. That is the reason why I put the Success Connection group together. It's the reason why we have this. It's a way for all of us to come together and connect. Tonight, we're going to talk about a business model that you guys voted on, that you want to launch and you want to see. In the next few weeks, we will build this out together, in spite of my little girl coming and trying to take over my life. I will still be here doing the Success Connection with you, and like I said, I'll bring Emerald on and let her say hello to the world, or to the Success Connection world. And I do want to thank all of you before we get into it tonight, for your comments, your emails, your Facebook posts. You've been so supportive of each and everything that I've ever done, but especially this. When I post the pictures of my wife and I, you guys always leave us comments and things on Instagram and Facebook, and we really are appreciative. My wife appreciates it. I appreciate it. It is a completely new phase of life for us, and one that I won't tell you that I'm not scared of, because I'm terrified of it, like terrified of it. But I'm also excited about it. I'm excited about, I'm just excited about being a dad, and seeing what it's like. My dad was such a great dad. And I think the only thing I would have changed in my whole childhood is I wish my dad was home more, and earlier in the night when I was in school. I miss seeing him a lot. And I think we learn from our childhood what we love and what we didn't like, and I'll make sure I'm home with my daughter, and do the things for her that maybe I didn't get from my dad. But everything else my dad was just so phenomenal. And so I really hope that I can do the same. That's my goal. And so I'm excited about the challenge, to be a good dad, because I know it's challenging. I see my friends and they struggle, and some of them succeed at a really high level, but it's not without lots of pain and suffering, right? And so I know it's a struggle. I know it's something you can't study for and you can't prepare for. You just have to live in the moment. And so I'm excited about that. I am, and I'm excited to bring you guys along on the journey with me, as I attempt to become good at something that I definitely am not good at right now. You guys only ever really see me talk about things that I'm good at, and that's easy to do. So I'm sure I'll be asking for lots of advice here from all of you, and it'll probably give you ideas on courses you could create to teach new parents how to be parents, right? So let's dive into it this week. All right. New business model. All right. We talked about, we want to create a ecosystem, if you will, that allows you to sell multiple things to the same person while they're on the same journey. Okay. We talked about one of the first things we want to look at is our customer avatar right here. This is what you want to do. You want to define your customer avatar. All right. Now, I gave you guys options last week to vote on. Do we want to do something that's teaching people how to make money on the internet, or do we want to do something that's teaching people how to be in shape? The vote really was it was extremely close, but the one about money won over the one about fitness. So what I thought was, well, why not do both? I mean, since it was so close, so many people voted for one or the other, almost the same. I thought, well, gosh, why not do both? So we're going to start with money, because that's going to be a little easier for me while I'm kind of adjusting to and not spending as much time at my office in the next few weeks, because I kind of lay that out, right? Then we'll move into one for fitness, and that's going to be a little more challenging because I haven't done that before, right? So I'll need I have to put in more hours between Thursday and Thursday to get that one done. And so I feel like that's probably better to go second. That way I'm respectful of the time with my wife and daughter right now. So that's what we're going to do. So who is our customer? In this particular case, our customer, all right, it's going to be someone looking to make money online. Okay. Somebody looking to make money online. That's our customer. Okay. What is their goal? Their goal is probably financial freedom, and probably time freedom. Okay, so we're going through this exercise together as we build this out. That means you could do the same thing for yourself if you want to build out another ecosystem. So the important thing for you guys to realize, okay, is that ultimately I teach you how to do this stuff on here, but you don't have to use just what I'm building for you. Like you can use your, you can build your own too, right? You can use the education to then go build your own, is what I'm saying. So pay close attention to how I come up with these things and as we walk through them, right? Okay, so customer avatar, what is their goal? We're going to say financial freedom, right? Time freedom, that's probably their goal, right? And what do they need to reach that goal? Okay, and we're going to kind of go through that in just a second, all right? So if we were to do this again over here, so this was kind of our example last week. So hold on, let me kind of, that was last week's example. Let's see. That was last week. So now we can kind of zoom in. Yeah. All right. So who is our customer? All right. Are they male, female, or both? Now, this is an interesting question, okay, in this particular space. And here's why. You can promote your business to specific avatars. Work-at-home moms, stay-at-home moms, women in general can promote opportunities to learn how to build a business from other women, if that makes sense. So I guess what I'm saying is obviously everybody, I'm sorry, I'm letting my desk down. Everybody wants to learn, like men and women want to learn how to make money on the internet, okay? That's it's not a one or the other type of thing. But you might target a specific gender for a specific reason. Like I said, stay-at-home moms, learn how to make or build your own online business. Hate your job, learn how to make a career change. Now, that probably appeals more to both genders, right? Because you're not saying anything gender specific. So you get to choose on this. When I build it, I always build for both. It's nothing that's super specific. But if you are a stay-at-home mom and you want to really focus on, stay-at-home moms and teaching them, it's a great way to what we call niche down. Really define a very specific niche that you're going to go after within this niche. So it's like the niche is learning to make money on the internet, but you're going with a very specific one, and that is the stay-at-home moms. It can be make it a little easier, I think, to find the customers because the messaging is different. Stay-at-home moms, you know what I mean? So I'll let you choose. As far as age, okay, honestly, probably the most successful age range is going to be somewhere between 35 and 55. Okay, now, does that cut out the kids on TikTok? Yes. Will they buy your stuff? Yeah, but not at as high a rate as people in this age range. 35 to 55, this is people who have had a job and probably still have that job, they start to think about retirement. They start to think about making more money. You know, they start to grow up, right? When you're in your 20s, you want to make more money because you want a Lamborghini, right? Trust me, I've been there. And that's just the way that it is. And you typically don't have a lot of money to invest. Now, I am making complete assumptions here. You may be on this webinar right now and just be like, Anthony, you're a jerk, you're a prick. I'm 23 and I'm here, I'm ready to learn, you know, and that's awesome. Understand you are an outlier, right? You are an outlier. I don't know how many of you have read Malcolm Gladwell's books called Outliers, right? But it's a very interesting book that explains how outliers can change the way we look at things, right? But not always for the better, not always for accuracy, like from an accurate standpoint. In that book, he talks about a group of kids that was taking an entrance exam for school, and explained how, you know, one group of kids failed and the other group of kids always succeeded. And the reason for this was an outlier. It wasn't that these kids were much smarter than the other group. It was that they found that the really wealthy kids did very well on this exam, and the poor kids did terrible. And the reason was because the wealthy kids had access to a tutor and training throughout the summer months, right? When they moved the test from the summer months to like 3 months after school started, the kids tested at a more even rate. So what that means is that the discrepancy between their test scores was an outlier. It was because of one certain circumstance where, if changed, everything else changed. And the same can be said for 20-year-olds that want to buy your product and are really serious about it. There are those outliers. But when you start doing mass marketing and you're trying to advertise and you have to pick age ranges and groups and such, you want to fish in a pond where most of the pond is willing to bite, not just the outliers, right? Important, you know, important things. All right, let's see. Country. This is still going to be anywhere. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you fit this avatar, you know, you want to make money. And then same thing with married or single. Okay. It doesn't really matter, right? Unless you're doing, again, something very specific. You could even do a course or a program for single moms. Now, what have you done? You've limited yourself, or you've targeted women who are either divorced or still just not married, right? They're single and they have children, right? That's 3 identifying factors that you can tap into. Remember, in marketing, it's more about letting people know you understand them than them understanding you. So what that means is that I could never get on a video and start talking to single moms and to be like, you know what, as a single mom, you're struggling with crickets, right? You need to build a business because you want more money. I mean, I don't know. I can't go deep on that. So then they look at me and they're like, bro, you can't relate to us. Like, I'm not buying your stuff, right? I mean, that really happens. So in marketing, the more you can identify with your customer, and the better off you're going to be, because you're going to speak directly to them. So remember, that as we build this ecosystem out, there's a lot that you can do, right? There's a lot that you can tweak, you can change in the messaging, okay? Now, what is the customer's goal? Well, it's not to write in green. Let's see. What is the goal that we're going to have for these people, right? We want them to make, or they want to make money. They want to build an online business. They want financial freedom, and they want time freedom, right? And a lot of times it's kind of like this. We want to build an online business because we want to make money, because it's going to give us financial freedom and time freedom. So if you like chain those together, you can kind of see the logical progression, right? My main goals, I want to build an online business. What's my reason? Oh, I want to make more money. Why do I want to make more money? Because I want financial freedom. I want some time freedom. I want to live a better life. Yeah. Because all of those things lead to a better life. And who doesn't want to live a better life? How many of you would like to live a better life? I would. Right? I mean, if there's a way I can better my life, I want that. Right? I see lots of yeses. I see somebody said Emerald wants a better life. I'm sure she does. She has no clue, right? So that's our goal. Now, how do we get there? All right, how do we get there? All right, now this is where we're going to have an exercise for you guys that I'm going to let you do. How do we get there? Okay, well, one of the first things we have to do is we have to define our business model. Okay, so you have to define your business model. There are a lot of different options, right? I mean, think about it. You can do Amazon. You can do just straight up e-com. You can do affiliate marketing. You can have your own product, right? You can do coaching or consulting, I mean, there's tons of stuff. You can start a blog, right? So you can blog. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do to build an online business, right? So we have to first define what is the model, okay? Because once we have the model down and once we understand the model, once we know what the model is, well, now we can create a business plan, right? So the next thing is we have to define our business. We have to create a business plan, okay? And this business plan kind of includes, what tools do we need? So like what's actually needed? So what tools are needed? What services are needed? So in other words, what are the tools? What are the services, right? How do we get traffic? There can be all kinds of different things. They're going to be different based on each type of business model, right? Now, I always suggest as a beginner, you start off with this one or this one because they're very similar. Being an affiliate or having your own product, they're extremely similar in how we build them out, right? So we got to create this business plan of, and it's more of trying to understand. Let me explain. It's more of you trying to understand what your customer needs in their journey. So remember, your business plan is understanding your customer's journey from where they are to where they want to be, right? Because that's what's going to define what you need to do. You don't know what services this customer needs or what tools this customer needs until you can define their journey. So how do we figure all this out? What is the customer journey? So what is their journey? Okay, and we outline it and we figure it out. Now, once we know the customer's journey, okay, we want to create a members area / ecosystem. All right. Now, once we do that, we want to create a members area and an ecosystem. What that ecosystem is going to do is baby step people through the customer journey. I think I've explained this to you. This is kind of how Partner with Anthony works. Basically, you have your members area, and then you have all these modules, right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And really what you're doing in these modules, which has a video on the side, right? What you're really doing in these modules is we are taking the customer journey and we are breaking it down by module, right? So we're looking at, hey, what does this customer need to do in order to, what does this person need to do in order to be successful? And we're going to break that down into their, basically each step of their journey. Then that tells us what the content is to film for the videos, right? So when I was creating Partner with Anthony, I literally sat down and I wrote for days. Like, those modules had to be pre-planned. You couldn't just go back and edit them because one builds off the other, right? So if something, you know, if something's wrong with it, right? Or if I want to change it or edit it, or I forgot something, I got to go back and film all the videos to catch up. So it was a lot about planning. What is the path? And then I write that path down. Then I break it down into modules and I film. And I film the education, right, in this members area that walks people down that path and teaches them the thing that they came here to learn, right? That is the whole point of it, right? So I build this ecosystem, right? Now, another thing that you want to add, another thing that you want to add is, once you have the ecosystem, you want to have support for your clients. So you want to think about, how can we best support our clients? What's the best way to support the people as they're going down this path, right? What's the best way to support them? So when you start looking at it, this is how you break down creating an offer that's going to work, because you're putting the time, effort, and energy in up front to make sure that it's not just thrown together and it's done the right way. We've decided we're going to target both male and female for this one. People age 35 to 55, anywhere in the world, and it doesn't matter if they're single or they're married, right? And our goal for those people, or those people's goals, so that we understand what it is. Their goal is they want to build an online business. Their reason is because they want to make more money. But their more deep reason is that they want financial freedom and they want time freedom. And ultimately, they're just looking for a better life. That's truly what it is. That's the motivation behind this particular customer taking action and doing anything that you're teaching them to do. Now, how do we get them there? And how do you get there? We first have to define our business model, so we know who our customer is, we know what they want, we know what their goals are. Which one of these business models is going to help us get them there, right? That's ultimately the key. Once we've got them there, or once we've defined what the business model is, we have to create a plan. This plan is our plan. It's very important. This is our plan to take them down this journey. Think about that. So we got to analyze. New client. Goal is to build a business on the internet to have a better life. We've decided we're going to teach them either affiliate marketing or creating their own product. What's the next step? What tools do they need? What services are they going to need to make sure they have up front, right? And then how do I, as the product owner now, get those customers? These are all parts of your business plan. You know, in session three of Partner with Anthony, I tell you about the core business tools: Get Response, ClickFunnels, and Build Redirects. And I literally say in session 3, if you are not willing to get these tools, you should quit right now. Cancel, stop, abort. Because without these tools, you can't win. And if you have no chance of winning, why are you here? Who comes somewhere to know they're going to lose? That's crazy, right? So you have to be brutally honest with people when it comes to teaching them, right? Because we all want to do things our way. But truth be told, if you continue to do things your way and you're not happy with the results that you have, well, then something has to give, right? Your results won't change if you keep doing the same thing every day. So therefore, you've got to try somebody else's way. But sometimes we're stubborn, right? We're humans, we're stubborn. We don't want to listen. I know that I don't like to listen. So we're stubborn. So your goal when you're teaching people and educating people is to let them know, hey, I know you're probably stubborn. That's okay. But let's look at this from a different perspective. Do you have as much money as you truly want right now? Do you feel like you've maximized your time that you've been, able to work, able to build a business, whatever? Do you feel like you've maximized that, like that potential? Are you happy with where you're at? If you are, you probably aren't here, right? Because the type of person that is totally fulfilled and happy with where they're at probably isn't the person that's clicking on these ads trying to find this new thing, right? These are people that want more out of life. They're not content. Just is what it is. All of you match this avatar. It's not that you've done anything wrong. It's not that you've haven't been successful in your own right. It just means you're still hungry. You still want more. That's it. My friend Les Brown, when I filmed with him here, it was hilarious. He had a new book coming out and said, you got to be hungry. And he just rear back and just yelled. He said, you got to be hungry, right? It was hilarious, but it's true. You have to be hungry, and all of you are. That's why you're here. Understand that that's who's responding to your ads, people that are hungry. But when they get to session 3, if they don't want to pay for the food they're eating, then they got to go. Because life ain't free, That's how it is. And so you got to be honest with people. You don't want to lead them down a path of a journey that's an ecosystem that's taking them 30, 40 days to finish, only to find out that they can't succeed if they don't buy that ClickFunnels membership that's $97. And for whatever reason, that throws them into a tailspin. Now they've wasted 40 days. There's no point in that. Tell them up front, this is what you need, right? So here's what I want you to do. All right, here's what I want you to do. I think this would be so much, I think this would be great for all, a great exercise for all of you. Okay, and I'm going to do this for you, but I want you to do it for yourself too, because like I always tell you, I like to teach you how to do things. So I don't want you to just I'm going to do it for you, but I want to see if you can do it for yourself also, because it'll allow you to grow and expand and build and be far more successful. I want you to write out your version of the customer journey for 7 sessions. Okay, what does that mean? The customer is going to learn to build an online business doing affiliate marketing and list building. Okay, so I want you to define the customer journey. What does that meaning? What tools do they need? What services, if any? Okay. What comes first? Basically, I just want you to draw out a 7-day customer journey. I'm going to do this for you anyway, right? But let's say that our goal was to teach people to start a business and have it live on the internet in 7 days. That's the goal. 7 days. We want you to start a business from scratch and just have it live on the internet in 7 days. Where will they get traffic? I want you to write it out. I want you to post it in the Facebook group with the hashtag journey. Okay, post it in the Facebook group with the hashtag journey. All right, and I'm going to give away $1,000 next week live. There'll probably be 10 winners. How's that sound? Now what this means is you get a chance to dive in and just answer this part right here, okay? Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it for you, okay? So you're gonna do it, and then I'm going to reveal my 7-day journey outline to you. Plus, you get to meet my daughter. This is the main reason you should show up, right? Next week will be the week, right? So these are the things that we're going to do next week here on the Success Connection. You're going to write out your version of the customer journey. We're going to review those, and I'm going to pick random winners, 10 of you, if you post in the Facebook group and type hashtag journey, okay? And this is for people that are going to build an online business, specifically in the list building and affiliate marketing space. I'm going to reveal my 7-day journey to you, okay? So I'm going to show you the outline, and we're going to mash that up. I'm going to take some suggestions from yours, add them to mine, and that's going to give us the 7-day journey that we need to build out. Then I'm going to go to work building it out for you, just like this, right? So I'm going to build this thing out for you, the marketing, the hook, the members area, the training videos, everything, so that you can just plug your links in, take off and go, right? I mean, you'll literally have the whole thing done for you, right? I think that's the best plan, and it gives you another ecosystem similar to Partner with Anthony that you can now promote and use to build your business from, which is an amazing opportunity. Plus, next Thursday, you will get to meet the newest edition of the family. I'll probably be doing the webinar from home, but she will no doubt be there, and so I'll put her up on the screen. Right? Sound good? Yes. Very cool. So let me show you guys real quick where you get your stuff at. All right. So this is our Student Resource Center. Okay. This is where you can grab pretty much anything and everything as a Success Connection student. You can join our Facebook group here, which is, again, highly recommended. Follow me on YouTube here. Again, we're about to start this YouTube club. You'll only know about it if you are subscribed to my channel. You also need ClickFunnels. Next week, we will be releasing pages in ClickFunnels. It's important that you have ClickFunnels in order to do this. You can get a completely free trial to ClickFunnels right here. ClickFunnels lets me build funnels and give them to you. Nothing else lets me do that. It's impossible for me to do that without ClickFunnels. So you can get ClickFunnels on your own, or you can click right here and get a 2-week free trial to it. But you definitely need to have ClickFunnels, because if you get ClickFunnels, you'll notice that all these yellow lines here represent businesses that we've built together here on the Success Connection. So if you're new, you don't miss out on any of this. I've already built all these businesses. I mean, this is where you can sell a book. I mean, this has literally got the whole funnel, the book itself, the bump sales, the upsell pages, the emails that go out. You just click these download buttons and it literally downloads the funnels, the books, every single thing to run that business is right here, and it's all downloadable, right? And you can see I have tons of these. Inboxer Academy, I mean, if you just scroll down, there's just tons and tons. I mean, look at this. There's tons and tons and tons of them, right? Now, I'll tell you this page is only open until midnight tonight. What that means is these download buttons will stop working at midnight tonight. The reason for that is because people take my stuff, they go and share it all over the internet, and then I've got a lot of people using my stuff that are not my students, and that's not really what it's for, right? It's meant only for you. So you have until midnight tonight to come to this page and download any of these businesses that you want. First thing you should do is join our Facebook group, because it's free, right? The second thing you should do is follow me on YouTube, because it's free. And the third thing you should do is make sure you have a ClickFunnels account, because it's free, right? And you need to get one tonight. Then you can download one of these funnels. So you could literally come in here and say, all right, between now and next week, I'm a new student, I want to check out funnels 1 through 3. You can download those 3 funnels along with a 45-day email file, right here. And you can start using that funnel, playing with that funnel, learning that funnel between now and Thursday, right? And as we build out your new business, you're going to see down at the very bottom down here, okay, there's going to be another one of these yellow lines that will come up next week as we build out this ecosystem business. So that will be down here, right here, as the newest addition to the business, and all the assets that we build, the customer journey, the pages, the videos, the members areas, all the stuff that I build for you, you'll be able to download here. So you do need to make sure that you come, that you come here and get access to this. Okay. So how do you get access to this page? Well, it's real simple. You go here to this URL, go.dsc.com/funnel. Okay. And the password has changed. The password is journey. Okay, so the password is journey. We're all on this journey, right? We're all on a journey to build a better life, have a more successful business, and ultimately to succeed at the highest level possible, right? So it sounds like a fitting password. So the password is journey, right? So you're going to go to go.vsc.com/funnel. The password is journey. All right. When you type in the password, it will load up that page. You'll be able to go right here to this page. You can get all the funnels for free, access our Facebook group, make sure you get ClickFunnels. And again, as long as you download these funnels tonight before midnight, they'll be accessible to you. After midnight, they're no longer accessible, and they'll reopen next Thursday, like I said. Does that make sense to everybody? So make sure you go there. It's go.vsc.com/funnel. You'll see it. It's right there on the screen. And the password is journey. And that password will work until tonight at midnight. All right. So go.vsc.com/journey. I'm sorry, /funnel. And the password is journey. All right. So make sure you do that tonight. Get ClickFunnels. Don't procrastinate. Right. You want to build a business, get the tools to build the business the right way. You get ClickFunnels tonight, you can download a lot of the funnels and the businesses we've already put in here for you and get a head start on everything, right? So make sure you do that. Next week, we will be announcing some winners here, 10 different winners, so make sure that you do your homework, all right? You got to post in the Facebook group, #journey, the customer journey that you outline. Don't copy other people's, just do your own, all right? We'll be giving away cash prize next week. I'll release my journey, and you guys will all meet Emerald. Cool? Awesome, awesome. Listen, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. I've had a great time. I always do. Be a little different next time. Next time I hop on here, might be a little tired from what I hear. I'll probably be worn out, but I'm sure everything will go great. Everything will be great. Appreciate your support, all of your prayers and thoughts, and certainly all of the kind comments you guys have left us as we kind of go through this very important, very different, but exciting new phase in our lives. So thank you so much for being so supportive of that. Have a great weekend, a safe weekend. Like I always say, do something this weekend that other people aren't doing. That way you'll be ahead of the game, and that's really the name of the game. So work on your business a little bit this weekend, and I look forward to seeing you all right here, same place at the same time next week on the Success Connection. Take care, everybody. Good night.